Hi, my name is Kayan Leung. I'm an attorney with Lawyers For HumanRights in their refugee and migrant rights program. What I basically do is I conduct strategic litigation for the enhancement and protection of refugee rights in South Africa, and I'm also heading up the detention monitoring unit, which monitors the quality of conditions of immigration detention facilities in South Africa, as well as attending to urgent applications for release of unlawful detentions of migrants. France's International Visitors Leader Program aims at inviting identified young leaders in their various sectors, approximately 100 per year over 40 countries. And the objectives is to get them to foster an exchange of ideas and also to build on the relationships between the governments and France. We had three main themes, which included the policy reform of migration and refugee protection. One that's very dear to my heart is achieving gender equality, and finally how the use of information and communication technologies can be utilized to advance socio-economic rights. During my time in Paris and France, I met with a number of civil society organizations and also representatives in ministry, as well as state organizations, which was quite interesting. To name a few, I had the opportunity to engage with representatives in OPRA, which is the French bureau that is responsible for asylum seeker processing and refugee protection. I also met with Tech Refugees, which is a very dynamic and interesting tech innovative social hub that's aimed at using technology to advance the awareness of refugees and actually advance the social capacity of refugees. The trip was extremely helpful and very value-adding to my personal capacity and for the organization I work for, LHR. And the reason being is there are a number of issues that South Africa is facing that we are trying to tackle with, and we're trying to develop policies and strategies around. And some of the things France is already have in place. To give an example, working in the detention monitoring unit, we don't have a special ombudsman that deals specifically with immigration detention and prisons and psychiatric places where they have authority, specific jurisdiction to monitor that. And engaging with these various organizations and exchanging ideas on how to implement these ideas in South Africa has been extremely useful in our strategy development. Visiting the European Courts of Human Rights was almost a spiritual but emotional experience. On the day that I went, actually, they were delivering a judgment for a case against Romania, and it just reminds us that there's so much hope. It reminds us how our African courts for human rights and people's rights should be explored further to enforce rights when states are not following their obligations nationally.